Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, yes. The emergence and rise of Professor George Wajackoya seems to be giving William Ruto and his team sleepless nights. And that is so because according to the recent opinion polls and statistics, it seems to appear that George Wajackoya is eating into William Ruto's vote basket. So yesterday, George Wajackoya was at an interview and he had this to say.
Yeah, when I say something favorable to Raila, I'm a project of the government. When I say something favorable to Ruto, which they feel is good, I'm a project of Raila. Somebody like Ahmed, whom I respected so much, senior counsel. No wonder that's why I'm taking some cases from him. He has a personal grudge against me. A senior counsel who has to have mental standing and standing in court, coming out to lies me as a state project, then why am I driving from here to Mombasa? I've just had terrible accidents. Why my campaign vehicles had an accident. Why am I not flying in them choppers? If I was a government project, I would be very happy. I am a people's project. Let them fight, but I'm going to win this election, and if they will have to stand for what they are saying. I'm winning the election outrightly, not because of this. Some of them saying that ameharibia huyu kura. Nyanyao. Kura ni nyanyao. These are Kenyans who are supporting me because I stand out clearly to stand with their firm. Nobody has a monopoly of another Kenyan. I know you guys are not going to, you're going to subtract these things and what have you because of content. But let me put it to you. I'm nobody's project. I'm my own project and the people who follow me. So if they want, they can go to hell. I am on the ballot. And I'm winning the elections. I'm starting my Mount Kenya visit tomorrow for 8 days, and they will see dust. I'm the next president of this country. But even if I don't win, I will not run mad. The churches have vilified me. The so-called people are morally correct when they're receiving monies from Sugoi every Sunday, when they're dreaming and clapping like sycophants over in churches. When it comes to me, they are opposed to me.
Yes, that was yesterday, and George Wajackoya was just confirming that he was about to start his 8-day campaign tour of the mountain, which indeed is started today. So I want us to listen again to Wajackoya's running mate speaking today in Othaya constituency before we dig deep to see exactly what is happening here. Listen into this. Yes, William Ruto and his close associates have branded George Wajackoya as a government project. And they have actually been attacking Wajackoya in the recent days that is being used by the government to spoil chances for William Ruto. So in this video, I want us to dig deep to see the political implications of George Wajackoya. Can Wajackoya actually spoil chances for William Ruto in this year's elections? That's what I want us to find out in this video right now. In case you are watching us for the very first time, kindly subscribe. Yes. Can Wajackoya spoil chances for William Ruto? That's the first question I want us to answer. And then secondly, can George Wajackoya force a runoff? Yes. It's true George Wajackoya can spoil chances for William Ruto. Because from the statistics we are seeing being released in the latest of polls, it's clear Wajackoya is actually eating into William Ruto's vote basket. And that is so because if you look at William Ruto supporters, a good majority of those supporting William Ruto, they are not supporting William Ruto because they believe in William Ruto, but they were supporting, or they are supporting William Ruto because William Ruto was a new sensation. William Ruto was a sensation in the political stage. William Ruto was bringing an interesting political narrative, a narrative that all along they have not been hearing. So a good number of these supporters, these people supporting William Ruto, some of them were following William Ruto because of the narratives. Hustlers versus dynasties, bottoms up. So they are not supporting William Ruto because they believe in the ability of William Ruto, but because of the nice narratives William Ruto was actually trying to bring forth. If you look at George Wajackoya, upon Wajackoya declaring his candidature, he is the new sensation in town. He is the new sensation in the political stage. So a good majority of William Ruto supporters are dumping William Ruto for a new sensation. And that's exactly how I'm seeing Wajackoya actually just denying William Ruto some good votes. William Ruto's hustler versus dynasty, bottoms up. I tend to believe William Ruto supporters are now tired of that. They are looking for a new sensation, something George Wajackoya is actually giving them. Bang! He will legalize prostitution. I tend to believe that's one reason that can explain why Wajackoya can actually deny William Ruto some votes across the country. And even the polls and statistics are all showing that Wajackoya is actually eating into William Ruto's vote basket. So today, again, from that clip we have just seen, Wajackoya actually started his 8-day tour of the mountain. And the mere fact that Wajackoya wants to spend a good majority of his time, or rather he wants to spend quite a good number of days on the mountain, also speaks volumes. Maybe George Wajackoya is also trying to zero in on his strongholds. And for maybe his own statistics, he has realized that he has some good chance to convince the mountain into voting for him. Because we have never seen Wajackoya actually spending those many days in any part of the country. I strongly believe George Wajackoya has a mission to fulfill. And the mission, in my considered opinion, is to make sure he convinces as much as possible a good majority of residents of the mountain who he feels might be attracted to his political ideology. Not that George Wajackoya is being supported by the government, but it seems to appear that residents of Mount Kenya in this year's elections, in 2022, they seem confused. They seem to be carried away by euphoria. They don't have firm stand on issues. And I believe that's what George Wajackoya has also just realized. And that's why he's actually spending more days on the mountain. And then to the second question, can George Wajackoya force a runoff? That's the second question here. On the issue of a runoff, I'm yet to be convinced if George Wajackoya can actually force that runoff. Because from where I sit, I believe that's something that is impossible. George Wajackoya won't be able to actually force that runoff. But I'm yet to be convinced on that. And I'm saying he's not able to force that runoff because even if George Wajackoya was not on the presidential ticket, I'm seeing this year's election, the person most likely going to win, I'm seeing that person garnering well over 50% of the votes that will be cast. That's very clear. Even if Wajackoya was not to be on the race, I'm seeing the winner going to get well over 50% plus 1 vote. So I'm seeing a situation where George Wajackoya can actually just maybe eat into the winner's votes a bit and then eat also on the votes of the runners-up. But forcing a runoff, I'm not just seeing such kind of a possibility. I'm yet to be convinced. And then I also believe he cannot also force a runoff because I also believe that eventually when our Kenyans will go to the ballot, a good majority will just vote along party and ethnic lines. And that's also something that will make a good majority of Kenyans maybe to vote for their preferred candidates, be it Kenya Kwanza or Azimio. So on that basis alone, I'm not just seeing George Wajackoya forcing a runoff. But above all, as I conclude, Wajackoya is actually a threat to William Ruto. And looking at Wajackoya's running mate speaking in Othaya, it's very clear that by the time George Wajackoya will be through with this 8-day political tour on the mountain, a good number of residents of Mount Kenya might have maybe made up their minds into supporting George Wajackoya. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, let me leave it there for now. But in case you have not subscribed so far, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. And to our fans and subscribers, I'm very much humbled, very grateful for the kind of support you are giving me here. God bless you. God bless Kenya.